Hello, I'm Skip Hard. It's the 26th of August, 2016. And this is a major ditch in the southwestern section of the town of Malabar, Florida. The reason this is significant is because on July the 31st, I sent photographs along with an email to the representative on my town council for this district, District 4, to my representative, Mr. Dick Korn. I have not received a reply. 9 days later, I sent the same message with the same photographs to the town administrator, Mr. Doug Hoyt. Mr. Hoyt replied that not only were these ditches cleaned and maintained, but he personally inspected that they were mowed on June 13th and June 14th of this year. Well, the reason that this is significant even more is because this is a major drainage ditch for the southwest portion of town. Water flows this way about 100 feet, turns north, and goes through a large culvert onto private property called the Double D Ranch. This is across Double D Ranch because it's traditional water flow. The Double D Ranch has a brand new 3-foot, 100-foot long culvert that the town staff, not the town council, the town staff paid $37,000 to a private contractor with a no-bid contract, even though it was over the $10,000 threshold required by the municipal code. It was not specified. There was no documentation as to what was supposed to be put in. There was no inspection because there was no documentation to inspect it to. The head walls, that's the ends of the culvert area, where they are supposed to put in something to relieve the erosion off the sides of the banks where the culvert goes in. The head walls on the south end were not properly done. It was supposed to have what's called riprap. Now those are large stones or rocks or whatever that they put against the embankment there to stop the water, the rainwater, from flooding the thing. Well, the town had no written permission from the landowner to spend that $37,000 and put in that culvert. They still have no written permission from the landowner. They had no written permission from the landowner so that the town could go in and maintain this culvert in the future. They still have no written agreement with the landowner to go in and maintain that culvert. Now, Mr. Hoyt has two major programs that he's pushing. One of them is for a set of pipage to the west of me over here to connect with the Tillman Canal located on Double D Ranch. The other one is also involves pipage, and that's on the north end of Corey Road, between Malabar Road and the Eels property. Both of those projects are estimated to cost $2.5 million. Now the town doesn't have $2.5 million per project, so it was proposed that we use grants. Now, grants are a gift, except that these are expected to be matching funds grants, which means the town's going to have to come up with $1.25 million per project. Well, it's going to be really difficult to raise that $1.25 million to clean up this area in here if it's already been cleaned up, if it's already been mowed, if the water's already flowing. It's hard to sell a $1.25 million project. So, if, like me, you are concerned with the way our town is moving, or not, contact your councilman. Send them an email. That's verifiable documentation. Or better yet, show up at a town council meeting and tell them what you think. Tell them, hey, when are you going to clean this area up here? It's into the excuse me, it's into the storm season right now, and we haven't had appreciable rain for over 100 days. This ditch has got about 2 inches of water in it. Normally, it's this deep. This is part of the reason that our southwestern part of town floods every time we have a major storm. And I don't have a real good reason to justify why Mr. Korn and Mr. Hoyt do not get after our Public Works Department and clean this ditch. If the equipment is broken, rent equipment. This is important for our town. Once again, I'm Skip Hard. If you're not liking this, let them know. Thank you.